Okay, let's be honest. Content feels like one more chore on your already ridiculous, growing, insane to-do list that you have all the time. You hear me talk about how you have to stay consistent and how important that is. And you probably have this voice running through your head that says, that's nice for Rachel to say, but for me, this just feels impossible. Good news, you are not broken at all. It's not just you. In fact, most business owners that I speak with have the same struggle where they just feel like it's this extra thing in their business that they can't stay on top of. And they don't know how, and they don't know what they're supposed to be posting, and they don't know how to post strategically. And all of those kind of foundational questions feel like a mystery. And what's really going on is that most business owners are just not supported through that, right? They don't have the support to get there. And you've heard me talk about my bold day of content before, my content VIP day, where clients hire me to actually execute on their content for them. But that might feel, first of all, a little out of reach. You might not be in that place in your business yet where you can outsource your content, or you might actually just want to know how to do this for yourself moving forward. You want a more sustainable plan that gives you the tools you need to actually manage your content yourself and stay on top of it and not feel like it's this chore, this extra thing. So I'm super, super, super excited to announce that I'm launching something new in January, and it's called the Bold Content Collective. It is a combination of coaching, co-creation, community, and just a whole lot of content. And it is a program that's designed to help you create super authentic, super effective, and super doable content without burning you out or losing your voice, without feeling like this extra chore in your business. It should feel like this really deeply rooted, integrated part of your business that is essential and a lot of fun. It should be a lot of fun. So today I want to tell you about the Bold Content Collective, who it's for, how it works, what you'll walk away with, and give you a sense of what to expect so you can see if maybe this is a really good fit for you to kick off 2026. Because believe it or not, 2026 is around the corner and we've got a whole new year to plan for our businesses and really kick off our success. So let's dive in and take a look at the Bold Content Collective. Hey, beautiful human. You're listening to Bold Women in Business, the show where strategy meets soul in marketing, branding, and business growth. I'm your host, Rachel Honeyman, messaging and branding strategist, content queen, and compulsive meeting maker. Every week, I'll help you ditch the cookie cutter playbook and build a brand that actually sounds like you, sells like hell, and feels so damn good to show up for. Let's get bold. So here are the patterns that I see all the time. Every week I meet with people and I'm watching people's content and I'm seeing what people are putting out there. And I meet with founders every day. Like every day I'm meeting with founders and I'm hearing the struggles that they're going through. They have tons of ideas, but they lack time. They just don't have the time, or they don't have the strategy, or they don't know what is actually effective. You see tons of content out there and you just don't know what's going to work for you and your business, or everything feels like way too complicated. You just don't have the time or energy or space to create the types of content that you are seeing and engaging with yourself. You've tried this like post daily advice and you completely hated your life, or you're consistent with your content, but it's not converting and you can't tell why. So most content programs out there teach either theory or tactics, but they don't necessarily actually help you create the thing in your voice with your constraints on a rhythm that you can keep. And they don't help you build the foundation that you need to make sure that you're set up for success moving forward. So the Bold Content Collective kind of sits in that middle space. There's a ton of coaching and there's a curriculum, and I'm teaching you my methods of how to build a clear content strategy, which really starts with a strong brand strategy. And there's a ton of co-creation where we're actually creating content together, and you're going to come away from this course with actual content created, actual content posted, and a system that you can maintain. The best part about it is that it is specifically designed for super busy people. So I have done a million coaching courses myself, like a million. I'm actually in one right now. That's amazing. I love it. I'm learning so much. But one of the things that I have learned from the coaching courses that I've done is there's all this homework that has to happen outside of our weekly calls. There's a curriculum. There's all these pieces to the program, and it can feel kind of impossible to stay on top of all of that while managing my business, while creating content for my business. The programs that I'm in are not for content creation, but for, other parts of business coaching. And it feels like each piece is just another layer of overwhelm for me personally. And so I wanted to create a program that is actually designed for the super busy business owner that you are, that really accounts for your life. So the way that I've created this is where we have weekly calls twice a week. But the second call is actually a co-creation session where we're basically doing the homework together. And so you can do it outside of those sessions and come to those sessions with questions and get some deeper dive coaching. But most of that session is really spent on how do we actually complete this homework together within the context of this, so that you know that the time that is on your calendar each week for those 2 weekly calls, that is time that's set aside for you to actually get the work done. So it's not this extra thing. So who is this program for, besides for super busy people? Because you're all super busy. We're all super busy. You're going to feel at home here if you are a service-based provider, you're a female founder, and you care about doing business with heart. You care about showing up really authentically and in a values-driven way, and you want your content to reflect that. You're doing really, really important work. You're helping people in such a tremendous way, and you want your content to reflect the magic of what you offer. But you feel like you're stuck in content chaos. You're constantly starting and stopping or creating content that you're just not really sure what the strategy is behind it. You're not sure why you're creating it. Maybe you're trying to follow trends constantly. And we'll talk about trends in this course. We'll talk about when to use them, when not to use them, what makes sense, what doesn't make sense. But you're constantly in this content chaos loop where you're like, well, I saw that trend worked really well for that person, so I'm going to do this silly dance and hope it works out well for me. But it doesn't convert. You're really just not sure why you're creating what you're creating. Maybe you're pivoting and you need your message to match who you are now, or you're consistent with your content, but you're not seeing the right leads, or you're just really not feeling clear on how to present your brand to the world. This is a course that's really going to help you build a brand strategy and content strategy from the ground up and translate that into really impactful content and teach you how to repurpose your content so that you're not constantly reinventing the wheel. This course is probably not for you if you're looking for copy paste scripts for going viral. I'm not going to teach you how to go viral in this course. As I've talked about on previous episodes, going viral is not the thing that's going to transform your business. It's not the thing that's going to help you feel more at ease in your business and help clients come to you. It's a blip, and it feels really good for that blip, but it doesn't necessarily translate into anything tangible. So if you're looking for a course that's going to show you how to go viral, this is not it. If you are not willing to share imperfect drafts with me and with the group and have that kind of community input on how to create really impactful content and learn from that experience, this course might not be for you either, because you need to be willing to show up and be uncomfortable. There is a moment of discomfort that is going to happen here, but it's going to be so, so, so powerful. We're building trust and systems here. We're not just sharing the perfect content that gets a lot of reactions, right? We want to really be showing up authentically together, and we're going to be helping each other learn. So from the core curriculum of the course, you're going to be walking away with a clear understanding of your brand strategy, your content strategy, and your messaging strategy. These three all work together and build on each other, and they're all essential pieces of the puzzle to make sure that your content is always hitting home. You're going to walk away with a 90-day content roadmap. So you'll know what you're building for the next 90 days. And that honestly is something that you can just repeat. You can do every 90 days. You can repeat that same cycle and just follow the formula that I'm giving you to create content really, really effectively. You're going to have a really clear repurposing flow. So repurposing content is such an essential way to speed up the process. We're going to be leaning on AI. I'm going to be showing you how to lean on AI without losing your human voice. We're always human driven with AI support. So AI is incredible for speeding up our process, speeding up our output, and making things a lot simpler, but we never want to post this like AI garbage that sounds like everyone else. We want it to really have your unique, authentic voice. And most importantly, you're going to walk away with a bank of content actually created, actually ready to post, and have a plan for how to continue that momentum moving forward. And because this is a co-creation course, you're not doing it alone. We're going to be making things together live in our community, and it's going to really make it just so much more doable and easy. And I want this to be a lot of fun for you. So the general kind of rhythm is there's going to be content shared with you, curriculum shared with you. We will have 2 sessions each week, 2 calls on the calendar each week. They're likely going to be Tuesday and Thursday. I haven't decided on the time yet, but they will be time zone friendly. So I'm on the East Coast, but they will be late enough in the day that people on the West Coast can join and people from other parts of the world can join, but they will be recorded. So if you're like, I can never make the Tuesday session because I have, I don't know, a hair appointment that day or whatever, that's totally fine. It will be recorded. Obviously, the co-creation session is going to be most beneficial if you can be there live, but that will also be recorded. I will still be available for coaching and there will be a lot of support throughout. So definitely, once you see the schedule, do not let that hold you back from joining because you will have the support that you need. There will be co-working sprints. You're also going to be getting 2 one-on-one coaching sessions with me as part of this, one at the beginning of the program and one at the end, but it's just an 8-week container. So it's not one of these courses that runs over the course of a year. It's not going to be for 6 months. It will be just 8 weeks. And there will be options to kind of extend if you feel like you want to continue having that support with creating your content. There will be templates and checklists and all the things that you need to create really powerful content. There will be a community component. We will be likely set up in Slack to have community discussion, share drafts, share ideas, ask questions, all of that. And the overall weekly time commitment of the course is about 2 to 3 hours total, which includes the calls, it includes your homework, it includes curriculum. So I don't want this to be a massive undertaking. This should not be a second part-time job or anything like that. It's a few hours a week. And really, really, you're going to come away with such powerful content and such a powerful understanding of how to create super impactful content. So just some like rapid fire questions I want to answer in case you have them. Number 1 is this a copywriting course? No, it's not. You will learn some copy skills, but the point is to apply them together and leave with finished pieces and a system. If you're not a writer, we're going to be leaning on AI, not to write for you, but really to help you create content that is always infused with your human voice. And you're going to walk away with really clear messaging pillars so you know what to say when. What if you are brand new versus 5 years in? Is there any difference? No, honestly, there's no difference. If you're newer, we're going to anchor your voice in pillars. If you're seasoned, we will tighten your message. You still need to reevaluate your voice and your pillars and all of those things. But the goal here is that we're scaling our rhythm. We're using the same tools, possibly different depth. Everyone is coming wherever they're coming, and there's so much to learn. One question I hear a lot is, I'm scared to lose my voice if I follow templates. So the way that I approach templates are, these are guardrails. They are not cages. They give you some structure, some guidance, but we are going to be stamping your voice on everything. I promise. I will literally ask you, would you say it like that until it sounds like you, right? I never want you to copy what I'm saying. I never want you to copy what someone else is saying. I want you to say it the way that you would say it. You might be asking, I'm super busy. Is this going to help me or is this going to add work to my plate? I don't have capacity for any more work on my plate. Honestly, this should replace scattered hours with focused creation. So it's going to be about 3 hours of work of your time, but remember, 3 hours of guided doing beats 10 hours of doom scrolling and tinkering. You're going to have the guidance that you need to create content that's really, really, really impactful. And it's not more than a few hours a week total. Now, one question that I have been asked is clients who have worked with me on building out their Bold Foundation, which is my brand strategy foundation, how will this course work for them? Because a lot of what we're going to be doing in the beginning few weeks of the course is building out essentially your Bold Foundation, your brand strategy, content strategy, messaging strategy. So if you're in that category, reach out to me because likely I will have you kind of start halfway in. Obviously, you will have a discounted price, but have you start at the content creation side of things. Because in the beginning of the course, we're really going to be developing these foundational ideas, and then we're going to jump into content creation. So if you already have those foundational principles that we've worked on together, great, love it. I don't want you to have to repeat work. So we'll just have you start a little bit later in the course. If all of that sounds great, please do me a favor, do yourself a favor and get on the waitlist at honeybeebold.com/waitlist. It is completely free to join and there's no obligation to join the waitlist. But once you're on the waitlist, you're going to have first access to cohort spots. So anyone on the waitlist is going to get first dibs at spots. Beyond that, if spots fill up, I'm not going to even market this to the public. It will stay internal if we fill it up within the waitlist. So again, that is honeybeebold.com/waitlist. You just drop your email and you'll be on the waitlist. That's it. Here's what I know. Consistency gets you seen. The algorithm loves consistency, but connection is what gets you hired. And so what we need to do is we need to create content that creates a bridge between those because the internet doesn't just need more content. It needs true content made by humans who care that are shipped on a rhythm that respect your life. So if that's what you want to build, I would love to build it with you inside of the Bold Content Collective. Be sure to join the waitlist at honeybeebold.com/waitlist. The link is also in the show notes and you'll immediately get $250 off the full price once the cart opens. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you have any questions about this, please DM me on Instagram or LinkedIn, shoot me an email, whatever your preferred communication method is. I would love to chat with you and see if this is the right fit for you. Thank you so much for tuning into Bold Women in Business. I will see you next week.